currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Seahawks and the Niners under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On play action, here's Nix. On the move to his left. He completes this to Walker. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Nix to the air. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Nix. He finds Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Niners offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing Nix. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Nix once more. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, here's Nix. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. Still going inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Walker with a grab, left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Back to throw. Nix. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark Andrews. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Purdy sets up to throw again. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Purdy. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nix to the air. catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now, quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half, Purdy. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So we've reached the intermission. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Running left is Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. To throw is Nix. He completes this to Walker. Runs over it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing Nix. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Nix to throw again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. They'll try and throw for it. And the Seahawks take a wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Ayuk goes in motion. They go play action here. Purdy.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signal. Taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Gets around him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
And going right back to Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Now it's Nix. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw. Here's Nix.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Toss left side for Walker. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
22 yards there, a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Purdy. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Play action. Now Purdy. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
49ers 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Nix to the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK
play is under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Purdy off the play fake.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, some strong running.
And he is going to have the Niners first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A higher scoring.